FMOD. They got FMODs here. F offender municipal databases. This game has an automatic save function. You have found what to play next, reviewing everything that is awesome, and I do mean awesome in gaming. We scour the indie community, the online journals, periodicals, it's not taking my game yet. We find everything, interesting, bringing something to the table, it's about doing something. We want to, be there, we want to bring it 10-15 minutes a day. New York, 12th February, 1927. Prologue, the stolen cars case. We do it up, so tune in, see if you love it, find something new. The gloomy afternoon sky has the color of cigarette smoke, capable of making you pinch your throat with the sweet heat of nicotine. The outline of a large wooden house, apparently old and dilapidated, stands in front of a windshield, completing the cheerful picture of a terrible workday. It's not that strange, really. Brecca Avenue is the place forgotten by God, with bare trees and wild animals from roost. People who live there usually have dirty business to hide. The junkyard you investigate is no exception. It seems like the editor-in-chief is very interested in the stolen car recycling business, unlike you. You park, whoops. Rough and rather isolated area of Queens where Johnny Mahoney Junkyard sits. Said to be one of the most important junkyards in the city. Obviously, no one lives in this place. Looks like it could collapse at the first strong gust of wind. Okay, so there's your editor-in-chief at the NYG. Runs with rigor and shrewdness. Sometimes he's overly affected. Affected. He loves art. Only friend I have left from my old life in Boston. He believed my potential as an artist, offered me a new job when my family died. Wow, so we are a mystery. Alright, you park a certain distance from the dilapidated house with great caution. According to your informant with the police, there shouldn't be anyone here till Monday. Caution's never too much. You reach out to grab the folder containing all the information you have on the investigation, but your hand slips on the treacherous surface of the cardboard, which spills all its contents into the seat. You curse your own carelessness with several uncreative expressions as you collect all the fallen papers from the mat. You come across, along with some sheets from an old investigation, now concluded, a little black-covered booklet in your hand. It's a diary you kept till a few months ago, filled with disjointed thoughts, philosophical reflections, helped by a few too many drinks. Rather unsuccessful project, given the unworthy end you had reserved for it, abandoned, buried under the seat as if it had never existed. Without even thinking about it, you start to leaf through the notebook with a distant look, letting memories of the last few years, so we're not going to do the junkyard, cloud your vision. We're just going to zone out instead. Saturday, 15th May 1920. First image that appears before you is a baby in swaddling clothes, held in loving arms of a woman in bed. Your heart tightens at that memory. Imprinted in your mind as if you had it right in front of your eyes. The most beautiful day of life, in fact, of your life. You and your beloved Margaret, who until a little while ago were worried about complications that the midwife feared during the pregnancy, can now hold in your hands the fruit of your love. Young, unmarried, with none of your parents to stop you, you still decided to keep a little creature. Now appeared as the most beautiful, important thing in the universe. Precisely because of that, because in that period, the first daisies were sprouting, you called her Daisy. Drawing shows a little door, living with Margaret, paintings of passion. It was an art critic, so that's your editor. You decided to exhibit paintings of landscapes or people. I want to do people. I mean, it's rare. We'll get out there. So we're excited. We have our first opening. Excellent alternative to the cold mechanicality. I don't know that I would use that word. Photography, which fails to offer us the true personality of the subject it portrays, except perhaps those of Pine's social denunciations. Begin to get some commissions, start to live comfortably. You sketch yourself, which is a horrible idea. It presages, death, dismemberment, destruction. Never let her want for anything. Oh wow, you lose Daisy. Margaret's, you know, cold. She succumbs to melancholy, developing a morbid sense of faith. Oh gosh. She takes to the rosary. You're missing your gun. Elderly man in a bushy beard hands you a basket. Just moved to your current apartment in New York. Couldn't keep his cat. He asked if you would be willing to take care of his loyal companion. Oh, what do we get to? We get to name the cat? Okay. We didn't know how much time your new job as a journalist offered by Third would require, how long you would stay, but in the end, faced with that gentle little face, you gave in. So in the man's advice, you gave your unexpected friend a new name. Menes, Pluto, like the god of the dead. Pluto is not the god of the dead. Salem, which your family comes. Do Menes. Portrait of Colin appears for you. He was the first friend you made in New York, doing research on smugglers. You're selling a batch of gin to be sent to Chicago. Oh, so this is during Prohibition. Interesting. That was a weird amendment. It's the only amendment with a strike through. So it did some weird things to people who were, for instance, obsessed with newspaper and keeping track of, you know, the day-to-day, and kind of controlling their own history with that. When the authorities intervened, a commotion broke out. One started firing a machine gun. That was the thing. It's like a lot of the arguments we have about regulating drugs today. Attacked the aggressors, you made noise. You were close enough to intervene, you made noise to attract attention. Start banging your fist on the surface of the container, making noise. Starts firing blindly. Oh gosh, you take a gunshot. Meet Detective Colin Wright. He recovers from a nasty wound as well, and you have time to get to know him. Found a friend in the big city, but someone else wrote the article. It's not good. Close your eyes in the journal in unison, chasing away the memories of the past with a deep sigh. Put the journal back in its place and focus on the real reason for your presence on Rikers Ave. Look at the window and the incessant icy drizzle that's beginning to water the earth. You snort and regret not having brought an umbrella. You then go through the papers in your folder, checking you're in the right place and summarizing any information that might be useful. John Mahoney is a classic dodgy character who dresses up stolen cars and sells them to the highest bidder. An uninteresting and moderately dangerous item, the worst combination. You get out of the car and find yourself in the middle of a ghostly landscape littered with car wrecks. The forest gives way to a sort of open-air rubbish dump, center of which stands the big house, the undisputed queen of all the wreckage. The force with which it stands out against the desolate sky is almost painful to the eyes, while the wind carries a mournful squeaks of rotting wood, which all in all seems to defy the weather and the cruelty of time. Quaint indeed. You make the comment half-mouthed and sarcastic, actually from Boston. Quaint indeed. I can't do it with the New York accent. Quaint indeed. Quaint indeed. You make the comment half-mouthed and sarcastically, warding off the need to smoke a cigarette to relieve your nervousness. Compared to the Manhattan, this place is incredibly alien. It seems so far from civilization, but you know you wouldn't have to go that far to reach the sea with its harbors of ships. Searching for clues, you pass the tin cemetery and find yourself on one side of the house. Your watchful gaze sliding from side to side, hoping to uncover some information will end your investigation as soon as possible. So we're bouncing around New York. I have to find evidence for stolen cars. What? What's Adele doing on this branch? I'm not aware that Mahoney has any children. So that would be interesting. Find a doll. Can of black paint. I wouldn't repaint the living room walls with that. I should hope not, sooner. I mean, as black and white as this is. Bucket of black paint, black Chrysler. It's not as if they went to much trouble to have evidence. Roll on the floor is horrible. Cops make it look so easy. I need to find something heavy enough to help me break the bolt. Alright, what's heavy? This is. Someone's been burning rubbish. Can't reach the bottom of the barrel. Only I could. Well, Sarah, I had my fair share of exercise for the day. Now let's see what we have here. Burnt fabric. Look like clothes. They burn them to keep warm? No, it's winter, but it's not cold. Must be something underneath. Come on, friend. You said there must be something underneath. Then what? Then what? Then nothing. Throw it against the door. Ouch, let's not do that again. Need to find something heavy enough to keep me, to help me break the bolt. Okay. So it's not gonna be the paint. I don't want that car horn to honk. Really not my thing. John Mahoney. That guy who launders cars. Daisy was the joy of my life. Ron married me death. Cast a shadow over me. Run a Colin Wright. First friend you made. Saved his life during a robbery. Is there a way to walk? It doesn't look like it. Looks like I am going to wind up. You have to find evidence. Feedback. Oh shoot! Oh, I forgot this is still in development. It's feedback on the game. Link in the description below if you do beta test it better. You know, or if you just like to find everything first. The bad feeling is more of this place than just recycled car traffic. Interesting. It's got a great look and feel. It's alternating between two formats, which we love. Games just started doing that. I mean, obviously the mini game did that, but this is kind of bringing a little bit more to the table in the way of a seek and find. I always thought I was not sophisticated enough for a Chrysler. Spam click it out. No. Gotta be something more. Am I missing collectibles? There we go. What do I have in the collectibles? Locations, collectibles. Riker Avenue doll. Clues. Doll found on Riker Avenue, strung up on a branch. Looks old and shabby, judging by the fact that it's not discolored by the weather. Probably only been placed there for a short time. For pieces of cloth, I think they might be the remains of clothes. There's hardly anything left. The fire almost completely devoured them along with all the contents of the barrel they were in. You'd still make out the color, black or gray, some are blue. Way too little to say anything else. Buried shoes. A pair of children's shoes found buried. They look well cared for. Someone scribbled on them with colored wax crayons. Little owner, I'm guessing. It said that it. Oh, there was something on it. Anticipation. So I can ignore that. The black goes with everything. I'm missing something. Link in the description below. Like I said, also there's Gamer Grind, Gamer Coffee shipped to your door. They'll put your logo on merch for like nothing bucks. Or you can support the Pirate Queen. We do guerrilla marketing, so we have stickers, coffee mugs, and everything up there. We love when you guys send people to us. Kind of get the channel out. Definitely hit subscribe. Hit subscribe and the bell, and then you can just get a little thumbnail. So if you're into the sort of black and white kind of noir adventure / story driven, this would be the game for you. You know, something to keep an eye on. You can wishlist it. You can follow the dev. If they have a Twitter link, that's usually we're usually a part of the community, so we'll be able to follow the development a little bit. But we also do blockbusters and so on, so it'll pop that up and let you know if you want to tune in. Just spend 10-15 minutes with us. I'm going to probably cut this short. I hate when I'm one clue short, but I don't like to let them run too long, so I just want a brief overview and see if you'll love it. If you buy down there, buy this cheap coffee $1, you do Patreon, you do support the indie community, so you do more Twitch-style subscription if you'd like. Most of all, smash subscribe. We love you guys. We hope that you're always on for the ride.